I was recently invited by Home Depot to join their Prospective program and to talk to you about some tools they carry. The tools I'll be talking about are made by Husky Tools, and it's a brand we're all familiar with, and truthfully I have several of their tools in my shop already, so I'm excited to get into this and show you these 3 tools and how I use them in my shop. Check it out. When I first started getting into woodworking and spending a lot of time in my shop, I quickly learned that if you don't have something between your feet and the concrete, your back is going to really start to hurt. These Husky brand interlocking garage flooring tiles are made of PVC, so they're not just durable, but they also have a bit of springiness to them, which gives you a really nice anti-fatigue characteristic. Also, they're very easy to put together. You can see here I can just use my fingers to lock them together. I also found that if you use like a flathead screwdriver, you can lock them together. There you go, right there. If you do that, it makes the process a little faster too. So they're very easy to put together, and when they're together, they are not coming apart. Other brands of shop flooring tiles that I've used, once they start getting dirty, you're really out of luck. They're almost impossible to get clean because they're made of foam. But because these are made of PVC, you can just pick them up off the ground and wash them with soap and water. So they're gonna look good for a long time. And obviously you can run a broom over them or blow them off with a leaf blower, and it's just super easy to clean up. And since they are PVC, you can cut them with a utility knife. So if you've got to put them in a room that has a weird shape or a radius or a curve or something in it, you can just cut them down to the size you need and make them fit the space that you need them in. I actually ended up putting these in front of every tool, workbench, and workstation in my shop. It's really nice knowing that I'm gonna have a long-lasting, durable floor mat that's also easy on my back. I really recommend them for your shop or your garage. Anywhere where you're trying to get work done and you can end up standing for a long time, these are a perfect buy. The next tool in the lineup are these Husky brand Ratchet Straps. They are 16 feet long and the webbing is 1.5 inches wide, and they're rated at 1,000 pounds. They're a really great medium duty kind of general purpose strap. I keep a lot of ratchet straps in my truck. I'm constantly picking up material for projects or making runs to the dump to clean out the house or the property, so they're always on hand, and I always keep them in the house and in the shed too. So these ones feel really high quality. They're very nice. They ratchet really easily. They're put together really easily, and the thing that is the most important to me is that they unratchet really easily. It's so frustrating when you've got some lumber or something you're trying to get unloaded out of your vehicle and the ratchet just won't come loose. It's very frustrating, and these don't have that issue. They're very nice. I mean, they're very high quality, and I really do like them. I'm going to be picking up more of these for sure. Obviously, these straps are made for hauling goods from a store to your house or from place to place. I use them for picking up material for my projects. One of the other things I use them for a lot is for strapping down lumber. Slabs like this can tend to warp and twist over time during the drying process, and when you stack them properly and you can get some straps on there, it helps minimize that movement. Minimizing wood movement during the drying process helps to minimize the waste, and that's really important to me. I like to use as much of these wood products as I possibly can because they're not an infinite resource, and I really want to work with them as long as I can. And the last item is this 3-piece set of Pry Bars by Husky. I recently started demoing out the loft above my shop, and I got to use these firsthand. These Pry Bars are awesome. They're very strong, very rigid, and they just work great. I was really happy with their performance, and I think you would be too. And speaking of the rigidity of these, it's what caught me off guard the most. Even the longest one, I would use it to rip things off the wall, and it wouldn't flex or bend at all. I was really blown away. Really impressive Pry Bars, and they're just perfect for demo work. Well, that is the video. I wanted to say a big thank you to Home Depot for sponsoring this and for inviting me to be a part of the Prospective program. I hope that my views and thoughts on these tools gave you enough information to help make an informed decision as to whether or not you could use these or you should use these. The mats are nice. They're heavy duty. They look great. They work great. My back feels good when I'm using them. I really like them a lot. The ratchet straps, for me, they're a no-brainer. I'm constantly using my truck to haul materials to my shop, pieces to my customers, or when I'm cleaning up around the house, making dump runs, or I got to pick up furniture for the house. They're just great to have. I always keep ratchet straps in my truck. And the pry bars, they came at a perfect time. I had just started to demo my loft above my shop, and they worked great. I was actually legitimately blown away at how well they worked. I thought, this is kind of a weird shape for a pry bar, but no. They're really nice, and they worked really well. So I appreciate you watching. I hope this was helpful, and I will talk to you soon.